back. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing to start here is Tua. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
We all have habits. They can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. An early test. 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. He's got his target. That's complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Well, they said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
Jason Sanders to kick
now
off
after the
Miami.
touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now a play fake, and it's gone. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. You talk about this Miami defense. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
180.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
Ric Flair.
Goff now to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Lions 1st down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. The Lions at 500, sitting at 5-5. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club is more than capable of turning things around, and I expect him to play really well here.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
From the 46-yard line, a second down and 6.
180. What's up?
They'll go again with Gibbs. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
He was brought
Call
down
it a gain of a
by
yard,
Jack
and it's going to
Jones.
bring up 3rd and 5.
A gain of a yard.
And not much
Brings
on that
up
run,
3rd
Charles.
and 5.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got him there complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 24-yard line.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Twos. What's up?
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to 17.
Tyrell Dodson.
Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
We go tonight.
They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Got it. What's up?
A give, right side for Gibbs. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
A gain of 4.
Not a run that
It's
you're going to
now
write home
2nd
about,
and
but
6.
still a good
As the
first down
Dolphins'
run. That's what an
7-yard
offense
line.
calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7.
Tonight. 180. Value 3. What's up?
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he takes this one in for the Lions. Touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Lions are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7.
That ties the game at 7. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and we feel that way. I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
second down and 4. Looking left side and has got a man. That's Hill. And Hill is going to have a Dolphins first down up near midfield, spotted at the 48. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
At the 48-yard line.
Go ahead.
Now Achane on first and 10. Pushes him aside at the 45. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a second and 1. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Second down and a little more than a yard here. Achane here, they stay on the ground. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
Go ahead.
Now a toss right side. Achane with it. Gets around him. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now.
Coverage by Terrion Arnold.
Tua sets up to pass it. He's got Otten. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 14.
13 yards on the play.
They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
First down. A gain of 13 yards. And the Dolphin first down.
Here's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line. Tua going to throw. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And it's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Tua setting up shop to throw again. He's got some room to operate. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Cade Otten, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins have taken the lead.
The kick is good.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And, Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they want to lose here and fall below 500, and you're playing catch-up the rest of the way, they've got to take a stand and make it stop right now. And not that the coach asked me, but I do like the call there to start the drive, looking for something maybe to jumpstart this offense. And they decide to run a little screen play, maybe get their running back a little bit of space, Mission accomplished. He turns that into good yardage and a quick first down.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
White 20. What's up?
Gibbs straight ahead. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on the play.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Now a 2nd and 10. Now it's gone. Open man, that's too slow. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 27-yard line. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Sam Laporta, 30 yards. And the Lions are an extra point away from evening this one up.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 14.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Jack Campbell with a pick. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing, maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on, allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
180.
Another run for Gibbs here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Goff now looking to throw. That's to Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Complete to number 14, Amon-Ra St. Brown. A gain of 10 makes it 3rd and 3.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Here's 3rd and 3. Now Goff. And he is caught. And he is going to have the Lions first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
Gain of 6.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
Now Goff. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juju Brents. And the Dolphins are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
10 at their own 5-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Open man, Westbrook-Ikhine. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Here is 3rd down and 4. In motion comes the tight end left. Looking to pass. Tua. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts.
And the Dolphins.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Goff. And he is caught by Laporta. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
To throw is gone. Throw left side complete. That's Gibbs. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs in the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 21-14.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Jason Sanders to kick off for
the Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Hand off now to Gibbs. Now he's loose again. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, 58 yards. And the Lions come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They've done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. It was a small, manageable spread to overcome. A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the third time. And the Lions will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection, and now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
114 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
The 30-yard line.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 30-yard line. Off play action. Here's Goff. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. That was excellent from start to finish, from the blocking to the running, just well executed.
And now let's look ahead, because after that, how about a little play action, maybe a little bootleg, and get the quarterback out on the corner and give him a little run-pass option.
Now they're right down here looking for 6. They'll run with Gibbs. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12.
180! What's up?
Now Goff taps this forward. That's a jet sweep. And he stopped immediately there. And they call it a loss of a yard there. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and goal.
It's now 3rd and
well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses. And this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Bates' kick is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And they'll accept that penalty.
What's up?
Montgomery is into the end zone. Touchdown, Lions.
Sometimes offensive can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work getting the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21.
35. Dolphins 14. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And into the end zone, a scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Now comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Lions 42, Dolphins 14. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. Let's start the drive right around the 37.
37-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
In motion, Hill. Now Tua going to fake the jet sweep and the handoff as he'll drop the throw. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had it because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down.
All right, come on. Ready?
From the gun, it's Tua. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
So 2nd and 10 now here in the 3rd quarter from Detroit. Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Escapes the defender. And the Lions are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
The 3rd down pass. Intercepted. The Lions take over 1st and 10. at their own 35-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
14 yards.
It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Tonight. White 20. Attack.
On the give, here's Gibbs. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts.